Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to discuss a new chapter of urinary tract anti-infective agents or UTI agents. So first of all, you should know what is a urinary tract. So basically, urinary tract, it is a passage in our body through which urine flows out of the body from the kidney. Right? From the kidney, the urine goes out of the body. That passage is called as urinary tract. And when there is any kind of infection in that urinary tract, so we use to treat that infection. Right? So if there is an infection in the lower part of urinary tract, right? Then it is called as bladder infection or cystitis. Whenever itis is there, that means inflammation. And when there is infection in the upper part of urinary tract, it is called as kidney infection. Because ऊपर क्या है? किडनी है, ठीक है ना? तो उससे ये तो हो गया इन्फेक्शन, कहाँ ऊपर या नीचे, लेकिन उस इन्फेक्शन को कौन करता है? So we have two main causative organisms, bacteria as well as fungi. So mainly the E. coli bacteria, right? And what is the disease? They cause vaginitis, that means inflammation of vagina, urethritis, inflammation of urethra, and pelvic inflammatory disease. Inflammation in the pelvic area of the body. Okay? So this is pelvic inflammatory disease. So this was the infection in the urinary tract caused by bacteria and fungus. Now we come to the medicines or drugs which will treat this infection. So what are they called as? Urinary anti-infective agents. The anti means against. That means they will treat the infection against bacteria and fungi in urinary tract. Right? Is this clear? Definition is clear. In the urinary tract, when the infection will be in the urinary tract, these agents will treat the infection. Clear? So this is the infection. This is the causative organisms. Now we have learned the drugs which will treat this infection. So, coming to the classification of drugs which will treat such kind of infections is, first is sulfonamides, then quinolones. We have some generations of first, second generations of quinolones, in which normally we cover the antibiotics, and some nitrofurans, in which nitrofurantoin is the drug of choice, mostly used in the urinary tract. Nitrofurantoin is used in the urinary tract infection mostly. And last one is methenamine and its salts. So this is the classification of drugs which are used to treat the urinary tract infections. But in our new syllabus, we have to study only 4 compounds. So first is your norfloxacin, which is a antibiotic used to treat UTI. UTI is urinary tract infection. Second is most commonly used ciprofloxacin. All of you must have heard this antibiotic. This has 2 main uses. जिसके लिए आप यूज़ करते हो, आप रेस्पिरेटरी ट्रैक्ट इन्फेक्शंस के लिए यूज़ करते हो. जब भी आपके गले में बैक्टीरियल इन्फेक्शन होता है, कुछ लोग सिप्रोफ्लॉक्सासिन लेते हैं, लेकिन गले के साथ साथ ये यूरिनरी ट्रैक्ट के इन्फेक्शन को भी क्योर करता है। एंड थर्ड एंड ऑफिशियल कंपाउंड इन योर सिलेबस इज ओफ्लॉक्सासिन। And the last is moxifloxacin, which is used in pneumonia, skin care and abdominal infections. Now we see the structure of ofloxacin. It is a fluoroquinolone derivative because it has one fluoro group, oxo group, this is the oxo group, and keto group. So you see the numbering, the nomenclature and the structure. I'll make you understand it. We start the numbering from this nitrogen. First position पे we have the nitrogen. Second position पे we have the methyl group. Then fourth position पे oxo group. Then sixth position पे we have a separate attachment which is having piperazine ring. You remember piperazine ring in which there were two nitrogens with no bonds in the ring. So this is piperazine ring, and in the fourth position of this nitrogen we have a methyl group. So it will become 4-methyl piperazine ine, right? So this whole attachment is at 6th position. At 7th position we have the fluoro group. At 8th position we have this double bonds. 10th position we have the keto group. 11th position we again have a double bond. And at 11th position we have this carboxylic acid, COOH. Right? Now you see 7 fluoro, this is your 7 fluoro, 2 methyl, this is your 2 methyl. 6th position पे we have an attachment which is 4-methyl piperazine 1-ine. This is the attachment, right? And 10 oxo. This 10th position में oxo group. 4 oxa. Now see the difference between oxo group and oxa group. Oxo we have the double bond. Oxa में only one oxygen. Right? Oxygen in between the two carbons. Then 1 aza tricyclo. 1 stands for this, aza stands for nitrogen, tricyclo, 1, 2, 3, 3 rings, right? Trideca. Trideca means, deca means 10 carbon and tri means 13 carbon. तो देखो कैसे 13 कार्बन होंगे। 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and this including carbon. This is the 13 carbon. Right? So trideca means we have the 13 carbons in the ring. 11 tetraene. 6, 8, 11 tetraene means 4, ene means double bonds. अब देखो 4 double bonds का है. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 double bonds tetraene हो गया. 11 carboxylic acid. 11th position पे we have the carboxylic. So nomenclature and structure is clear. Everything clear? So thank you so much for listening very carefully. Thank you.